out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your...
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans.
No, you just hold L2, bro. Free form.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final bring us as we're
he throwing classic?
Week 9. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
No, that shit do work on the D-balls, I ain't gonna lie.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Mills. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. That's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Now the Eagles and Texans, polar opposites last year in terms of running the football. The Eagles were #1 in the league. The Texans, 32nd, dead last. And in fact, the Eagles ran for nearly twice as many yards as the Texans did in 2021. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts, flushed out right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Texans sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Mills. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. But first down, Hurts. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Mills to throw it. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. A first down throw for Mills. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you're getting the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mills. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Mills. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll go out of bounds.
Hell no.
Just inside the 20. They'll give him
everything red.
And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were.
I ain't take that shit. I think I just took Kirk Cousins actually for completions. That's it. Or pass attempts.
Going quickly. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes left side. 30, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
You don't know how to freeform that before you tell me some Madden tips.
That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Man, you don't get freeform talking about hitting some tips.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Still got air rod? You gotta upgrade that. I see you gotta upgrade that soon.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time
I don't know when it's
left,
coming out.
but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is
They're supposed to drive, but what's called the hurricane shit.
all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time.
I think him and Jordan Love are the ones that got number one.
And then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
I said him and Jordan Love got number one, I think. That's the only one. Yeah, I think he got number one. Somebody said that. I don't know what he already got, though.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points.
Hold on, I hope you have to, Jordan. Oh, you go ahead. I'm in the game right now.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
That nigga Marcus Peter tried to slap a nigga too. I seen that.
They might not be too eager to press the issue here.
Shit, I don't blame him.
He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. Yeah, it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the half, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Again, it's Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Play action now. Mills. Complete. It's Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Jordan Davis just...
You got the nudie kick? Who you playing with?
Stopping it from going anywhere. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Niggas ain't no money spent.
Here's Mills. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. Mills. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be brought down about the 23-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Mills going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kaiser White.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Inside handoff, Henry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team
Who, me?
in this one.
Yeah, he finally locked his shit up instead of giving up the ass.
Every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Darius Slay can.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, that boy fast as hell.
Back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Mills. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Texans first down.
Man, he just not going to do that.
3rd down conversion. Mills again. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Pass 20. 5. Touchdown, Houston. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Take it in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles
Who the fuck is that? 36ers. What the fuck?
To finish strong in this fourth quarter, and this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running left, it's Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They try to throw on second down.
Shit. If you got a shit, you got a shit. That shit probably far as hell away.
And he showed that he's learned from his earlier.
That shit probably far as away. I ain't gonna lie.
He just tossed it away.
Hurts. Forced out to his left. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Garrett Stingley picks it, and the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A first down carry for Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts going to take this himself. Down to about the 22 here. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Henry up the middle. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
And now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
The They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Burkhead going to run straight ahead here. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One last shot from Mills. And it's incomplete. Was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams...
What's good, baby, you old bitch? What's good, boy?
So for the Eagles, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week as they will take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week.
And they're going to do better.